Welcome. Just going to dive right in on the energy. Hope everybody starting off the week in an optimistic tone. Looking for joys wherever you can find them in the midst of any storms. Speaking of storms, we have Ride the Wave. Right now, success is easy and effortless. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The ride has turned, the tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path! Exclamation point. So you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, aligning with what you're supposed to align with at a time that seems to be exactly what the spiritual community has been, well, let's just say excited about, the planets doing their thing, the stars doing their thing, the moment doing its thing. So you are, a lot's going on, okay, within and without. Nine of Swords is making an appearance. So fret not is what I got from that. First and foremost, if you are fretting, if you are afraid that the tide is not turning, that things are not going to go in the direction that you want it to go, your talents matching your hopes and dreams at this time, and at a moment where the stars are just aligning, it's like a recipe for, instead of disaster, the opposite, the recipe for hopes and dreams, let's just say. So fear not. Oh wow, at the bottom of Nine of Swords, I've looked at the bottom before I went going here. Nine of Cups, your wishes, about your frightful, what is about your wishes not coming to fruition, and your hopes and dreams won't. But Spirit is saying, do not fear. Now is definitely not the time to live in that energy, okay? King of Swords is popping up. And at the bottom, we have Two of Swords. Okay, so being King of Swords may serve you in many aspects. It's not like it's a no-no card. It's just saying right now is not the time for that. It could be what is keeping you from seeing your hopes and dreams, or seeing that it's possible, because you're thinking, with the head. Your King of Swords is very mental. It's air. So you are limiting yourself to what you can see, the facts. You get me? But this is not about the facts right now. The hopes and dreams are not about law. It's not about going, what you can find in a textbook. It's just not. It's not obvious. So you're going to have to dig deeper than the facts here. You're going to have to live in a different, and then under that Two of Swords, we have perspective. Yes. It's keeping you from seeing, from having that awakening, that moment of aha. What is now? Think about it. 5 years ago, what was in front of you, did it last forever? No, things change on a dime. Anything can happen. So you can't think that what's before you is what is always going to be. It's not. And then after that, we have heartache, Three of Swords. That Two of Swords and what's between that Three of Swords and Two of Swords is your perspective. You don't have to feel disappointed with that Three of Swords. You know, you can have a paradigm shift. You can change your expectations, not even like your thinking. I'm going to say your expectations. And put them back in. Where were we at? We were at King of Swords. Okay. So after all of this, Spirit. The Fool. Yes. You may even feel like you'll be a fool to believe. But the Fool is willing to be a fool. Is willing to believe in a new beginning. Willing to take a risk on being disappointed. A risk on believing that he won't be disappointed, I would say. A risk on believing that things will be different this time. 5-5 right there on the clock. Change, big time changes coming in. A new beginning of Six of Pentacles. That there will be transactions for you, meaning like equal give and take. King of Cups instead of King of Swords. King of Cups is very emotionally balanced, but also cups are spiritual. So remaining spiritually balanced, spiritually connected, in tune with the spiritual world. And then we have Four of Pentacles. It affects your, I would say, your stability. Perhaps your financial stability with the Pentacles. Or your energy. Staying balanced energetically even. Get a few cards for the money. It seems like a financial situation. I saw unlocking, I saw activation, and I saw takeoff. So maybe an unlocking of your energy, of your situation. Planner. Okay, Spirit wants you to plan. And when I see, yeah, you see her with the pen and the paper, right? Could be that you need to do that, but what I'm getting more from that is plan on things getting better. You being a whole plan yourself. That's the only plan you're accepting right now, is that things will get better. You're not accepting anything else. Easy does it. With that, I'm getting, while you are in a no-nonsense, matter-of-fact way, that things will definitely get better, and you're going to see that they get better. Going easy on yourself, even play, like balance out the mood and the energy with some playfulness and some joy, some childlike energy. We have science. Why is science here? Keep an open mind. Something is unfolding for you. And with this science, I'm getting that King of Swords. Like, you know, science is all about facts, theorems, and what is it? Experiments and results, and you know, it's just everything has to add up precisely. And so look, under a magnifying glass even, or a microscope rather, under a microscope, everything has to be just as planned. And you did get planner here. Maybe that is how you normally are. And Spirit is saying easy does it. You don't have to plan everything or be in control of everything. You don't have to know exactly how things are going to work out. Yeah, you may even be a scientist or someone in that kind of business or, you know, line of work. So you have to believe that something is unfolding and keep an open mind. Something is unfolding for you. And then here at the bottom, we have growth. Expect good money. Expect good money flow, a raise or a job offer. It's important to unicorn to grow as rules continue to morph and change. So what you counted on before as rules, as evidence, as a formula even, those things change. So you have to be a unicorn, think outside the box. You have to allow other ways to be a possibility for you so that you can grow, is what I'm getting from that. Let's end this with an angel message. More play and less seriousness is what I'm getting as I shuffle is needed. So I'll shuffle a bit more. See what's coming up. 555 now. It's 1 o'clock. Wow. It's a big time change. The only card I noticed out of this deck was fear so far as I'm shuffling. So play is going to allow you to free up your fear energy. It may sound weird, but you do need to play. You need to do something. Say like if you like to play Frisbee and you haven't played Frisbee in 30 years, go out and buy a Frisbee and just go outside and play Frisbee. If you don't have anyone else to play with, suppose you don't have friends, you're alone, get something that it can be playful. Blow some bubbles outside. Do something very childlike. I'm serious. Buy a doll and do their hair. Something that's going to bring outside of you that is not so pensive is what's in order, because you are too serious and too fearful, and that is not good for you to usher in all the things that you want, okay? Watch something that's going to make you laugh out loud. Not just, no, you want to be on the floor cracking up. All right, sweetie, what do we have? Yeah, so you can expand. Expansion is what the angels say. You're being entrusted with more, both energetically and physically. So that means in your world that you could see as well as within energetically. Prepare to gain new territory and step into roles of greater responsibility and influence. So a leader of a community, maybe of a business, I don't know. What is arriving in your life is a reflection of what you are now capable of holding. So you've been stretched and you're capable of holding more. So more is going to be entrusted to you, is what this is saying. I want to get one more. Yeah, knowledge. You are being called to explore new ideas and seek knowledge that resonates with your soul's path. This is a time of intellectual and spiritual awakening. So you are opening up with that expansion to new knowledge, to new things that's going to serve your purpose more than perhaps what you always relied on. You know, that science, the facts, the numbers. You're opening up to more at this time. And back to riding the wave. Abundance. This is a time where everything's aligning. What you're capable of, what you wish for is all coming, is now, is what I'm getting. And you could be feeling that pressure without knowing where it's coming from. So the divine wants you to play and have fun instead of just like sitting there and maybe a very, I gotta know what's coming next. I feel something's coming and I'm so tense about it. No, play, enjoy your life, and just trust everything's going to work out without you having the results in front of you. And with that, I will see you in the next reading.